very welcome to the Retrobytes home lab bench. So this is not going to be a very long video. It's going to be short. I have a ton of content to actually start making, but I just thought I'd quickly share this. So on the bench today we have a Cisco 2600 router. I bought this machine around 2 years ago for a project, which never happened because that's what you do. You buy hardware and you never use it. Finally got around to switching on the machine actually for the first time to see if it worked. And it did, but it had next to no memory in it. It had a whopping 16 megabytes of RAM, and it had a teeny tiny flash memory. So I've just upgraded. I've added an additional 16, so we now have a whopping 32 megabytes of RAM, and I have replaced, this is the original, I have replaced the flash memory in the router to a larger one. Basically this was sitting on iOS version Antique, and I'm trying to bring it to iOS version slightly less than Antique. Reason being, I basically had sitting around this WIC-1AM-V2 card. It was for a project. It is still for the same project actually, which is to get a IBM XT online. I'll be with a slight twist. Now the project is to get it talking to one of my AI machines with a proxy in between, so getting it online in some incorrect sense of the word. So we're going to try and do that. It is actually, these machines are actually really beautiful. They're incredibly quiet when the cover's on, and they draw very little power. They're actually great. So I'm going to try and set this up over the next day or two. And I'll hopefully do a longer video at some point, just to kind of, I suppose, a teaser. We have other machines up on the bench. We have a IBM PS2, can't remember the exact model, absolutely gorgeous, MCA style, I suppose, our architecture, which is all going to eventually tie into using some, where is it? Here it is. So some token ring gear, right? This will all be a part of a larger project. And then down here we have the beautiful and quite infamous rack servers. We actually have a few of these to fix up in the lab. Or cube, and there's some dogs. The racks are going to be a separate video. Everything's going to be a separate video actually, as we try and get this channel off the ground and somewhat working. All right, so there it is. I shall do a video at some point when this is set up of how to use this to get a IBM XT online. I guess this would be part of the core of the solution. I think for now I might change that and go a simpler route, but for the moment that's the plan. All right, stay tuned and subscribe to the channel to get the rest of the videos that will at some point be coming.